we ain't gonna send the anchor no more?
No, we don't
Or
need
we
to.
don't need it. Oh yeah, I remember you said that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
because I
cool.
can upload the audio from the Zoom. So yeah,
Okay.
we're good. But no, I got this app called Game Time, and you can buy tickets to anything, sporting events, concerts, whatever in your area. And so what I do is the way it's set up is, especially what I'll do is, so let's say I don't have anything Wednesday night or like a Friday night, and I see that there's a game in San Antonio Friday night. Now look at the ticket prices. If I don't really want to go, if it's just like a regular game, obviously if they're playing Lakers, I'm probably going to try to go. But if they're playing just, I don't know, some random team like the Kings, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna check the day of, and if there aren't tickets, so if it's not sold out and there's still tickets available, I'll go, because the day of they're just trying to sell the tickets at that point, so they mark them down stupid cheap. So I can get them. I usually get them for like the day of. Before they'll be like $15, $20. The day of they'll drop down to like $8, and I'll be like, all right, bet, and I'll just buy a ticket and go.
Damn.
How far away do you live from there? Like from the arena?
10, 15 minutes. Interstate.
Oh, so you right around the corner. So
yeah, not too far.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was gonna go to some of the games this year, but they have it set up where you have to buy like 3 or 4 tickets at a time to socially distance. So the money adds up at that point. It would be bad if you could get 3 or 4 people to go with you and just split it, but yeah.
Well, if I was there, I'll go with you, because we ain't got closest basketball we got is Memphis,
Grizzlies,
and then you got Vanderbilt, but they ain't really too good. So I mean, you got Belmont, but I mean,
man, I like just going to them, even if we're not good. It's I like basketball, so
that's true.
Just go whenever I get a chance.
But COVID and everything, you couldn't even go to college games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just had to watch it from the house or whatever.
Yeah. Not this past Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before that, I went to Houston and went to a Houston game. Houston games were fun. Like, I don't know how it is now with their, I don't know how it is now with the whole, atmosphere, what have, but like it was fun for sure.
No James Harden thing.
Yeah, because this is when James Harden and Westbrook was on the team. So I went to that. Hey, that game was live.
I bet.
Their arena is dummy nice.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's super nice. Super nice.
You been to the Mavericks arena yet?
I was going to the spring that they shut everything down. I was gonna go. I went to 6 San Antonio games. I went to the Houston game, and the following spring, I was gonna go to a Dallas game so I could hit all the Texas teams. But that's when they shut down because of COVID.
How far away is Dallas from you?
4 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
I was just gonna leave early in the morning, and then come back the same day. Mm-hmm. That would have been tough because it would have been late, or I was just gonna get like a hotel just for that night.
What was the closest arena to you while you were in Missouri? If you were going to travel, did you travel to any
for basketball?
Did you travel for anything while you were in college
to watch like an NBA game?
Yeah.
No, they took us to see the Houston game. We were in the Texas Bowl in Houston, but the closest team I think is OKC. It's either OKC or Memphis.
Memphis, for real?
Actually, Milwaukee. I don't know how far Milwaukee is from Missouri. It might be Chicago. Chicago's probably the closest. I think Chicago's. No, is it 6 hours? It's weird. Everything's 6 o'clock. I think OKC is like 6. I think Memphis is like 6 or 7. I think Milwaukee's 7, something like that. But yeah, they're not.
Missouri's positioned weird in the United States. Now that I think about it,
yeah, they are kind of.
So
it's weird.
I feel that.
But I got an announcement. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram story.
Saw that.
But I messed up. This is a good thing and a bad thing. I found a plug for my action figures out here. There's a comic book store that sells action figures. Bro, I dropped some bread when I went there, bro. I wasn't planning. I was gonna get one action figure. I dropped some bread.
Did you put it up already? Or
yep, those.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Those 3 are the ones I just bought.
What are they?
I got a modern day Thanos because the one I have is like the old school comic book one. So I got a modern day, the one from the movies, a Cyclops, a old school Cyclops, and a Colossus from X-Men.
That place looked like it had a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, it had a ton of stuff. The action figures behind that glass case, those were like $300, $400, $500.
Damn.
Yeah,
What's the most expensive thing in that store?
I think there's an anime. Out of the ones I saw the price tags, there was stuff behind the cash register that I'm sure were like the most expensive. But there was one X figure. It was a big Dragon Ball Super X figure. It was 600 something, 700. Yeah.
Ooh.
It
X figures be going like that,
bro. Like, there's a whole world of like
God.
trading and collecting for action figures.
Did they sell Pokemon cards there?
Oh, they sell everything. Pokemon cards. They had
those Pokemon cards are worth some money, boy.
Bro, hold up. Let me show y'all.
You got a charge?
Oh, you got a little book. You got a little book.
Wait a minute now. Hey, look. Let me open her up.
Oh my God. Finis, how long you been having this for?
I just started this a year ago. I used to have a big collection, and I was like, man, I was in Walmart and saw them. I was like, man, I gotta get back on like that Pokemon card stuff.
Hey, the old ones or the new ones?
These are the older ones.
Yeah.
It's a mix. There's some new ones in here too.
You got any holographics in there, Finis?
Ooh, do I have some holographics? This one's holographic. This one right here is.
Who is it?
It is ooh, I can't even say this name. This is a new one. Furfrou. FURFROU.
Whatever the hell that is.
I don't know. 80 HP though.
Hey, since we're talking about cars, any of y'all used to do Yu-Gi-Oh? That was my shit.
Wait a minute, Calvin.
That used to be my shit. Whoa! Wait a minute.
Calvin.
He said you spoke too soon.
Wait a minute, Calvin. Look, hey, I'm on it. I guess. Look.
Oh, that's funny, bro.
Yeah. You boy got some legendary cards. Well, let me tell you about this one story. So I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? This is elementary school. This is 2nd grade.
Yeah.
So you go to Walmart, you go somewhere and you try to, you get a pack and you can't tell what's in them and you open them up. I got lucky.
You be sick. You be sick when you get 5 cards and they all booty. Like
sick, bro.
You be mad.
Listen to this story. I went to Walmart and I had just gotten an allowance. I had saved up. I bought a the big $20, $30 legendary box.
Yeah.
Tell me why I had the what card is the red dragon, that legendary card. You know what I'm talking about? Is it Red Eyes Blue Dragon?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I got that card in a random legendary pack.
Yeah.
So I was like, bet. Like I put in like one of the card sleeves, and my dumbass, I use it as a bookmark in elementary school. Now, I went to school. Hey, look what I got, bro! I dropped $30. I got that, and I got like some other stuff that was pretty good. But that was the one. That was like the fan favorite card, minus that gold dude. I forget the names. That gold dude. There's like 5 different cards to make that one guy.
Yeah.
So I had that one. I was like, bro, let's go. Use it as a bookmark.
How much is it worth now?
Oh, there's no telling. But here's the thing.
Don't even look it up because you'd be so depressed.
So we all go to lunch. I put my book in. They had the little desk up under the table in elementary school. Put my book up. We go. Once I come back, I go to my book. My bookmark is gone. I was sick.
He was hurt.
To this day, I've never seen that card again. And I tried to get it back. I bought legendary. I've never owned that single card again. And it's been decades. I was sick.
Sad. Went out sad, Finis.
I was like, why was I flaunting it? Because if I hadn't said nothing, it'd still been there because nobody would have stole it.
Who do you think stole it?
I'm not gonna go there.
I know your suspicions.
I know who stole it. I know for a fact who stole it.
Do we know who stole it?
Do I know this person?
Ooh, y'all probably do.
That's funny. That is funny. He got
Well, look. All right, I'll get into
he got
the rest
swiped at lunch, bro. That's funny.
look, I'll get into the full story. I just won't name drop. All right. So we get back from lunch. I'm like, man, my card. I told the teacher because this is a legendary. I was like, my bookmark gone. This bookmark is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's like legendary. It's a lot of money. She was like, okay, and she was like, all right. And she was like, what does it look like? And I was like, explain the card. So let's just call him Bob. That's not his name. So Bob comes up to the side, he's like, bro, check out what I got. And he shows me the card. It's like, I got the card too. It's like I was like, bro, that's mine. He goes, no, it's not. I got it too at a legendary box because he's like saying like technically I couldn't prove it was mine because he statistically he could have also gotten it right. But I know he didn't. I know he didn't, right? And so I was like, bro, I was pissed. And then I told the teacher, and she was like, how do you know it's yours? I was like, I know it's mine because I showed everybody. Nobody else said anything. Because if somebody else had one, we know elementary school, somebody had said something. Oh, bro, I got one too. Like, it had been obvious. Because everybody's trying to flaunt. So I'm like, all right, I did some investigative work. So we're in class. I sneak back to the cubbies. I go through this dude's cubby. I go through his lunchbox. What did I find? I found my card sleeve. Mine. A unique. It didn't come with the cards. I bought this separately. So it's unique to me, right? My card sleeve was in his lunchbox. So I was like, all right. I was like, Your Honor, I called upon Supreme Court, aka the teacher. Look, I was like, I went through his cubby, through his lunchbox. First, she was like, why are you through? I was like, look, just look. Look what I found in his lunchbox. I showed her. She was like, what is this? This is my card sleeve that I bought. Everybody in this classroom saw me had the card in this, right? He took it out when he stole it. In this. And they were like, yeah, that it is his. Because I had all my cards. Every card in my collection had this sleeve. So everybody knew that was my card. And
what grade are you in?
This is first or second grade. Like, I'm heated. Like,
we got to know who this is. We got to have him on the cast.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Not after spilling the tea. All right. So then the teacher was like, Bob, did you steal it? He was like, no, I didn't steal it. And here's where I was stupid smart. I was like, can I see the card? Because there's one thing, because I was like, give the card to the teacher. She was like, all right. I was like, here's how I can prove it's my card. If you look at the very bottom right corner, there's a tiny F in the bottom right corner. Super tiny F. Guess what? There was a F in the in the smallest print possible. There was an F in black, thin Sharpie in the bottom right corner. And I didn't even tag the card. She was holding it. She looked. I was like, that's my card. But he was like, no, I promise it's not his. Like, that's how all the cards, he was trying to play it off. Like, that's how all the cards come. I was like, no, it's not. So my other cards, there's no F's on the bottom of these cards. Like, I marked it because it's mine. What'd she do? She kept it.
She kept it?
She kept the card. She wouldn't give it back to either of us.
What?
To this day, she still probably has that card. And she threw it away. Teachers, they don't understand, older teachers, she probably didn't understand the value of that card. If she was a nerd, she'd have been like, oh yeah, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Like, this is for real. But she just kept the card and never gave it back. When I tell you, I didn't talk to that teacher for a month. Like, she calling me to read out loud. I literally pled the fifth in every single thing we did in that class for a month. I refused to talk. I was pissed. $30 to a kid, that's a lot of money in second grade. You know how many weeks I have to save up doing chores to get that card? Months, man.
Hey, find us.
He was sick.
Do you want to know how much that card's worth now?
Yeah.
$4,000.
Is it really? Are you serious? I spent 30 on it.
Yo,
it's $4,000 right now.
He's sick. I would be so sick right now if I was you.
Well,
because that's something that you would have kept on to, knowing you and how you are. That. You would have kept on to that. You would have held on to that.
To this day, I still would have it. I still would have it.
But would you have sold it knowing the value, how much it was for?
No. I when it comes to my collections, I got shoes in my closet. I got a full collection of shoes in my closet worth thousands. I would not sell them.
Fine, did you get those? Did you win the drawing for the Air Jordan 4s?
You talk no.
Did you put your name in there?
No.
I'd seen people on Snapchat that were put their name in, like 3 or 4 of them.
No, I don't even try with those things. Those
things are so lucky.
Even the sneakers app, like the odds you getting it, because they got bots. Obviously, the giveaways are a little easier to level playing field.
But you got to think about it. You got real sneakerheads that like that's their job. Like,
oh yeah,
that's how they pay bills. So they got every like different technology to get it like first in line or whatever the case. Yeah,
those bots are no joke
at all. As soon as the drops at 6, if it drops at 6 o'clock Central Time at 5:59.59,
they're sold out.
Sold out. Like, oh my God.
Hey, when I did my internship up in Philadelphia, this is one dude that knew somebody that did that. Like, he actually made like a living off of it for like a little bit. He said that he would have like 6 different computers up set with bots on it. As soon as it would hit, he would have like 2 or 3 like already in his in his box already. Only thing he had to do was just press like confirm or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's crazy. And then he would like obviously resell them for more or whatever, or customize design them. Or customize or design them to they're like worth like, I don't know, like 1,000 more than like the original like state of them. So I was like, bro, that's too stressful for me.
It costs a lot of upfront money too, because you got to pay for those shoes upfront. If you buy 100, 200 pair, that's all upfront, and you don't make your return till you sell the shoes. So you got to keep money. You got to have a lot of cash flow. That's way too stressful for me. That's why I just buy them and I just collect them. To maybe one day, if somebody comes in, like somebody came in and was offering like some big, the only time I would sell something in my collection, if I knew the money I got for selling it, I could take that, buy another one to replace it, and still got a profit.
Money to like play with or whatever. Yeah.
If somebody was like, hey, let me buy all your Gatorade Jordan 1s, I'll buy all 4 or 5 pair for $10,000. I'd sell them. Because I can buy all of them and then still make a profit.
Speaking of shoes, where do you go up in San Antonio? Because I know you said that there's like a place up there where the NBA players go get their shoes.
Yeah, North Star Mall.
Oh, for real? How far is that?
15 minutes interstate. I live off the interstate, so everything is just like 15 minutes interstate, 10 to 15 interstate.
Yeah, bro. When I come and visit, I need to go there. Because they gotta have 15s. They gotta have 15s, bro.
No, look, we can go, but I tell you this: if you go to the North Star Mall, you better have some money on you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You buy 1 or 2 things. It's like,
hold on, what we talking about? Like, what did they got there? Like everything. Inside the mall. Like,
I'll just say this: they got a Rolex. They got a Rolex store. They got a Gucci store. They got Louis Vuitton. They got those stores are in there. So that's just letting you know like what level of a mall they are. That's on.
Oh well, I'm not going to no designer stores. I can't even look that way.
Store?
North Star, they got everything. They got a JD now. I think they got a Foot Locker, Finish Line, Shoe Palace. Shoe Palace is usually JD or Shoe Palace is my go-to for shoes. But
for like Jordans and stuff.
Yeah, did I tell you about what I did for?
They got 15s there though. They got 15s there. Like they sell them in store or?
Probably not in every shoe. Jordans maybe because they're a high ticket item.
Yeah,
but I mean we can always see, and then they can always look up to see if there's another one that has a 15 or whatever. If I tell you about the Jordan 4s I got, how I went to 15 different stores.
Oh, okay.
Did I tell you about that?
You went to what?
All right, bet I didn't tell you. So you know the Jordan 4s, what they call the breads. I don't know. I'll show you a picture later. Jordan 4s, right? They just came out. I went to the mall. Out here, like down the street. They had them just sold out. I went to another shoe store at the same mall. Had size 9. Your boy wears a 12. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, it's a good sign. They're out here. They're not sold out. I just got to find a store my size. Long story short, I went to 4 different malls, 15 different shoe stores, The last shoe store had my size. It was the Displays. I bought the Displays for the last store I went to, and it was a Finish Line. I'm like, Finish Line, they're usually for Jordans, you might as well not even like waste your time going to Finish Line. Usually. But I was like, I went to all these other stores, didn't have them. I was like, all right, this Finish Line's the last store in here. It's my last store. If they're not in here, I'm going home. Because this is, it's been hours. My gas light's on. I'm driving all over San Antonio. I go in there, like my head is down. I look defeated, right? I walk in, I look up. What do I see in the distance? I see the shoe. I'm like, Father God in heaven, please let these be the size 12. I walk up to him. I say, what are you looking for? I was like, I'm looking for these shoes right here. I was like, what size are these? She's like, they're a 12. I was like, they're a 12? She said, yeah, they're the last pair of the shoes, the Displays. I was like, can you please go in the back and get them for me? Go in the back, got them for me. I put them on. I almost teared up. I started tearing up. I was like, can I get these shoes, please? She was like, yeah. She's like, are you good? I was like, this is the 15th store I've been to today. Shoes. She was like, all right, bro. I walked out of there, head high. I felt accomplished.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
Finis, you never got time for anything, but you got time to go drive around 15 stores looking for a shoe.
Look, like Calvin said last week, I budget my time. So when I do something, that has been budgeted for me to go to the ball. I didn't budget.
He knew it was coming up. He knew it was gonna take a good little chunk of his day or whatever.
Right.
Just in case he didn't find it on his first trip or whatever.
Oh, I never expect to find him on the first store.
I just don't go to shoe stores no more because I say 15s. They just look at me and be like, you should have not came in here and asked that. So
yeah, you might as well just get on Flight Club. All right.
Yeah, Flight Club be too much though.
Finis, you ever you see the post that GTA 6 is in development, getting close to being done?
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that, dude. I'm actually excited about that. But are y'all gonna have the new systems when it come out, or are you sticking with whatever you got? I know Finis is going. I know Finis is getting getting the PS5 at some point. But what about you, Mitch?
I have to get it for Halo. So whenever Halo comes out, I have to get the new system.
What, the Xbox?
Yeah, so I'm at the mercy. I think Halo comes out in November, so I'll have to have one by then.
Dude, I think I might lean towards Xbox if they make a Gears of War or something.
Y'all see the screen?
They'll for sure make a Gears of War, Calvin. Yeah.
These are the shoes, the Fire Reds.
That's the ones that you got?
Yeah, that's the one I went to 15 different stores for. But hey, they clean.
Sometimes Jordans be looking too big on my feet.
Yeah, the
feet already.
Yeah, the 4s do make your feet look a little big, but you can actually whatever size you wear Jordan 1s, with the 4s you can probably go down a size. I try them on just to make sure though. But I can wear an 11s in the 4s if all they had were 11s.
So they still produce Jordan 1, right?
Yeah. Oh, they drop every month. They got something.
So how much can you tell the difference between ones that were made in the 80s and the ones that are made today?
Depends on the model, but the
original Jordan 1s that came out.
Yeah,
from 1980s.
When they re-release them, like nowadays, they'll have the same. Let's say they're making a re-release of the same type, like the Breads. They're just red and black, or the Banded because he got. Did he get? Yeah, he got fined for wearing it, whatever. Anyway, the ones that came out in the 80s or whatever, when he wore them, they're black and red. The new ones, they'll be black and red, but there'll be some super small details, and maybe the sole's a little different. Or maybe the stitching might be a little different. So if you're a big time sneakerhead, you can tell the difference. But normally you can't really tell the difference.
And how much are the ones from the 80s worth?
Oh, Jesus. Probably
thousands?
No, not thousands. Shoot, if they dropped from the 80s, probably 300-400. Now, if you're talking about the shoes he actually wore, we're talking thousands. Obviously, the ones that Jordan actually put his feet in.
Oh, yeah.
But no, they're not. I mean, they're going to be more expensive than the new ones, though.
So basically, what I'm asking is, should I go buy Zion Williamson's first shoe and just bank on him being an incredible all-star player, and then hold on to him for 20 years?
Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet. because Kobe. Think about Kobe's. Well, I'm not saying Zion's gonna end up being as like Kobe, but just saying Kobe, same instant. His
Maybe that's what
original.
we should start doing. Just
His-
if there's a player that gets a shoe deal and then just kind
Yeah,
of go and buy his first editions and then
hold him.
bank what
Man.
they.
Think about them AIs when he got them. I bet they
Oh
go
yeah.
for some money. Those D-Ways too, Converse. Yo,
Finis, since I'm too lazy to do it, look up Zion's new shoes and share your screen. I want to see them. If I remember correctly, they don't look too bad. But I feel like there's a difference between like Kobe's, like you can tell Kobe's are meant to, you're supposed to play basketball in them, but like Jordan's, you're not supposed to play basketball in them. They're more of like a style, you know what I'm saying?
but people do play in them.
Well, they
You
they've become more of a style just because of like the sneakerhead culture, but like they're hooping shoes still.
You never seen
Except-
the Jordans with the gum soles on them, Mitch? Them that's like what they're meant for, is for hooping.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Everybody has them. It's the ones that are white with the black at the bottom.
Or
So,
like this.
Which ones? He's got a.
Or can you see this?
Mm-mm.
Nah, yeah, probably can't. The camera can't adjust to it, so.
Actually, now that I'm looking at them, I don't know.
Which
he's-
is it this
They
one?
know that. I don't know. I could have swore that I saw him like release on sideline sources. I think that's it.
Which one?
The Air Jordan 34 BHM. Yeah,
These?
I think that's it. Could be wrong though. They look pretty clean. Highs nobility. The hell?
Okay, Samsung.
Yeah, those are pretty clean.
Yeah, I'd wear them if somebody gave them to me. How much they cost?
Somebody gave them to me. Wait, go back up. They have like a gap. What the hell? What the hell's going on?
It's probably some type of technology thing for comfort or something. There's always some kind of reason behind it.
Yeah. So his shoes don't blow out again.
Yeah, Nike stock dropped hard when that happened. They lost like $1 billion that next day.
Yeah, could you imagine how scared they were too that he would go and sign with Adidas? He'd sign Adidas or Under Armour or something.
But
That's a lot of weight, though, man.
That is a lot of weight, a lot of force.
he's explosive, yeah.
He's kind of lost some of it though. Either
Wait,
that or he's just not. He's been told not to do it as much anymore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, like, that's what got Derrick Rose hurt. You remember Derrick Rose? He was recklessly jumping. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
That's
think
how
they
he got
probably
hurt.
told him to stop doing that shit.
Because, bro,
Say, bro,
Derrick, bro,
just chill,
Yeah,
chill,
like-
D. Come chill. You said
Hey, they gotta-
7 knee surgeries. Chill, man.
hey, they got to tell John Morant to maybe slow down the way he dunking. That boy,
Yeah. He don't
boy
care.
dunking like that.
He doesn't care, dude.
He does not.
He just
Shit.
goes up with reckless abandon.
You see his alley, his windmill alley he caught?
Yeah,
This
like
week?
stop.
Boy,
I need to get a John Morant jersey.
How do y'all feel about Jason Tatum dropping 60?
I'm all here for it.
Are
I
we
don't
not gonna
know.
address
I
the
don't-
fact that he shot 38 shots?
Did they win?
If I go out there and shoot 38 shots, I'm at least getting 6. At least.
But let me ask this: did he win? Did the Celtics win that game?
Yeah, from a 32 like comeback. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
impressed with the 32 comeback or the 60. Like,
Oh, it was they came down from 32 points.
they
to
came
get that
back from
dub,
32. Yeah,
and he
Yeah.
dropped 60 that game.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm all here for it.
On 38 shots though.
That's fine. I'm all for it.
Sometimes,
Look, if you're
sometimes you
down
gotta put up
30,
that shot.
right? If you're down 32, you better be putting up some shots. You gotta
Hey.
come back.
Hey man, he looked at Jalen. He wasn't producing. He tried to look at somebody else. He just said, "Let me take it in my hands."
Yeah, to give my full opinion on it, I'd have to have watched the game because, like Calvin said, if nobody else was hitting anything or people were too scared to put shots up, we're down 32. All right, give me the ball. I'll put the shots up. If nobody else is gonna do it, I'll do it. So I get it if that was like the situation. Now, if he was just out there putting up shots just to be putting up shots, that's a little different. But coming down or coming back from 32, it sounded like it was needed.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Are we going to talk about, now this is not directed to y'all. This is directed to any listeners that was talking bad on Russell Westbrook last year. Because my man, 40-point double-double, missed the triple-double by 1 assist, I believe, 42 points, 10 or 11 rebounds, and 9 assists.
I'm pretty sure he had a game this year where it was like 30, 20, and like 16 or something.
He definitely did. Yeah, he definitely did. It was
like
stupid.
that.
Because when I saw it, bro, I remember it because I looked at my phone and I was like, there's no way that looks right. Like,
I follow him on my app, so like I get the notification anytime he does anything. I'm just like,
hey, side note, you know what I think everybody needs in their life?
what?
Is a portable charger.
Bro, I
Where you can
got
just take it
it's not over
anywhere.
here. I usually have all my stuff right here so I can just grab stuff.
But bro,
I got one too.
I got like a little survival backpack with all this stuff in it that just in case some shit go bad, I got
survival
it.
backpack.
I'm
Do you
telling
really
you.
have a survival backpack, Calvin?
It's not like a survival backpack, but like I got like extra clothes in there, deodorant, toothbrush, like all the necessities. And
Oh,
all
he
that.
ready.
Just in case, bro.
That's
just
not
in
a bad
case.
idea.
Bruh, it's good.
I mean, bro, I use that for what's it called? My like my bag for work or whatever. Like just take a little lunch, put my laptop in it, we good to go. So
Right.
just in case I run upon some internet,
But
Finis, you coming into town this week?
yeah, I'll be there Friday. My flight leaves at like 7 in the morning.
Ooh.
We gonna go get lunch or some shit?
I'll see because I still have meetings on Friday. I'm supposed to gotta be on for Zoom. So I'm gonna talk to my advisor and see. I'm still trying to go to the meetings because one's at 1 and the other's at 3. So we could go like for breakfast or brunch. I hate that word so much, but we can go for that type of. I cannot stand that word.
On Saturday?
Oh, Saturday we can do whatever. I was talking about Friday.
No, I can't do anything Saturday.
I can't do
Friday. Yeah,
I
we
can't
got
do
the 9 to 5s over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Actually, I
Y'all
gotta.
got real jobs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there one day.
Calvin, you able to go on Saturday?
Yeah, I don't do shit on the weekend, so y'all just hit me up.
But back to what I brought up. What was the narrative about Westbrook last year, though?
Bad player, bad teammate,
Washed,
doesn't
all of
yeah,
that
all
stuff.
that.
And what did I?
He was
I
still
don't know.
but he was still putting up numbers though while they were saying that. So I don't know, like.
Well, in their defense, he was putting up the numbers, but his shooting percentage he wasn't shooting the ball very well. In their defense, I get it. I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
But what I didn't say this on the podcast. I don't believe. But what was I saying? This is kind of rhetorical. I got to talk to somebody. But what was I saying when all this slander was going on? Give him a year. Because Harden and Westbrook, I think they're the idea with bringing on Westbrook. I get it because we all know that come playoffs, James Harden kind of slacked, or some games he would slack. You have a high motor Russell Westbrook to pick up the slack, and it worked for the majority of the season. So I get what they was doing, but that's still tough for. I feel like for you to come in 1 year to a completely different offense, completely different players, and then for it to just be like a right now figure it out, it's tough. So
he's averaging a triple-double this year.
Oh, yes, exactly.
He's
at the end of this year, he would have averaged a triple-double 4 out of the past 5 seasons, but he's washed. Right? Like, you see what I'm saying? Give him a year. Same example.
The teams that he's on don't win, though.
No, I get that, but I'm talking about the individual player. That's all I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the individual player. And the Wizards, they won what? They're 10-2, 9-2 in the past whatever games. So I mean, they're starting to figure it out. Because I said they're going to figure it out. But Westbrook has to stay more than a year so they can figure it out together. Because if he leaves again, he's starting over. That's all. It takes more than a year. Same thing with Chris Paul when he was at Houston. I think he averaged 9 points a game. Shooting percentage was fine, but like he wasn't really doing much because of the type of play that Houston ran. Isolation ball with Harden. And then Chris Paul's has got to get what he can get, right? What's he doing at the OKC now? Huh? Are they what you mean
OKC?
OKC with the Suns. With the Suns. What's he doing with the Suns?
They're first in the West.
First in the West. Right? But what was the narrative with Chris Paul? What was the narrative with Chris Paul last year, though?
Washed, can't do
Washed. Oh, he should retire. Oh, he's done.
That was
Is
not
he?
the narrative. That was not
Yes,
the narrative last year about Chris Paul.
Maybe
What
not
the hell
for
are you
you.
talking about?
No,
No, for nobody. He was carrying the OKC. He was carrying that small
Here
ass
it
team.
no,
He
not
made them a
Here it
playoff
goes.
team.
not OKC when he was with Houston.
Oh,
not
that's
last year, the year with
James
Houston.
Harden's bum ass.
But no, that's what I'm saying. With the year he was with Houston, not OKC.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. I was
The
about
year
to
he was
say,
with Houston, that was the
say,
narrative.
what the hell?
I misspoke. But that was the narrative. Oh, he should retire. Oh, this is it. Oh, he goes to OKC, instant playoff team. Then, for some reason, OKC's like, all right, we don't want him anymore. Goes to Suns. Not only are they first immediately,
He's distributing out there.
he's not. And think about it. Suns they were so bad last year. I love Devin Booker. I kind of like the Suns as an organization. They were so bad last year. They went to the bubble, won 8 in a row, still didn't make the playoffs. That's how bad they were last year. You add one person, Christopher Paul, immediate. Not only are they an immediate playoff team, they're first in the West, not the East, the West, the hardest conference
cares?
in football. All I'm saying is we got to stop after 1 year. We got to stop judging so quickly. That's all I'm saying. Because we were so quick to dismiss off of 1 year. Now, 2 years in a row, okay, I give it to you. Yeah, this second year I get it. Second year is a trend after 2 years. Let's just chill on the prejudgment after 1 year, especially the first year with that team.
I need y'all to fix me because this whole conversation I've been listening to it and I just haven't cared at all. And it's nothing against what you're saying or anything because I do agree with what you're saying. But it's like they're first in the West, but they're going to beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they might. Have you seen the Lakers?
Get the fuck out of here.
Have you seen the Lakers?
They have beaten
the Lakers. They've beaten them this year.
Washington won 10 of what you said.
Okay.
10 of,
let's
10
just
and
set
2
up.
over the past 12. Is that what you said?
Something like that. I don't know that.
I'm honestly asking y'all to fix me on this viewpoint because I just don't see how it matters.
Okay, Mitch, who do you see? Who do you see in the Western Conference Finals with the Lakers? We'll just play like that because we know they're going. Before we
get there, here's the thing though. You're talking terms of the team, what it means for the organization, but I'm just talking about the individual player. That's it. That's as far as I'm going. Now you start talking about the team. What does it mean for the playoffs? I'm not going there. We all know healthy Lakers, healthy Nets, or East. I don't know because I don't know. With the Nets, it's tough because they've only played like 7 or 8 games fully healthy together.
There's nothing more I would love to see them lose in the Eastern Conference playoffs, but we know that's not going to happen.
Hey,
but for LeBron to be the one to beat them down, I'll watch. I'll watch for that
for sure. But you know what you can get excited for? Some science with Uncle Strib.
Here we go.
Now this one's quick. This one's quick, and it's a little bit different from like the outer space stuff. I'm gonna call on Calvin. Do you know what a concussion is? Like, do you know what it actually is?
Doesn't it just cause like the brain to swell or whatever, or like is that like baseline? I guess
some cases it can, but like, what is the actual physical action of a concussion?
Can I show it?
I mean,
sure, but don't
I don't know, like
concussion.
I mean, like a football hit, like a helmet to helmet contact.
But what's happening inside?
So here's your brain.
It's getting like routed around and stuff. Like this is like the brain, and then it's like I guess that
this is your skull.
Right.
This is your brain.
Right.
Your brain does that.
Right. Exactly. Concussion is when your brain hits against the inside of your skull. Right. Now, do you know what happens on a deeper level when somebody gets knocked out? It's a concussion, but it's a severe when they get knocked out cold. Do you know what actually happens?
There's like, I don't know. Right. Go ahead and tell me.
So think about your initial thing with concussion. You got your brain. Your brain has a brain stem. That's what your brain sits on. It's inside your skull. Now, let's say you get hit in the head. As you move, your brain smacks against the side of your skull. But since it's such a strong force, we all know you have nerves, right? Your brain sends electrical signals to your body, right?
Yeah.
Well, when your brain gets hit or moves like that, the stem stretches, contracts, or gets twisted up. Your stem moves, right? So what happens is that circuit, your brain's just like a circuit, it's a computer. it literally short circuits and it can't send signals to your body. So you literally shut down. That's when somebody gets knocked out and they're out. I've been knocked out. I've been knocked out like for minutes at a time. I woke up, didn't even know what was going on. It's literally your brain can't handle the force and the tension of the brainstem. It short circuits and you lose consciousness. Isn't that kind of cool?
That is kind of cool.
That sounds cool. Just the way you describe that just sounds painful. Like it sounds like even more painful than like just saying concussion.
Did I ever tell you about how I got knocked out? It was in the middle of football.
What year? Was it in college?
Yeah. So
oh shit. No, you didn't tell me about that.
I don't know what year this was. I'm like either a sophomore or junior, but we're in camp. And this is a week before our first game. So it's like the last week of camp. It's our last scrimmage. And so I don't remember all of it. I had to watch it on film to see what happened because I don't remember anything at all.
When you watched it, did you remember it or just
no? It's literally a void in my brain, like in my memory, because my brain was off. So all I know is we're on the field. I'm playing defense, right? And I'm in man. And so I'm in man against the receiver. All I remember, it almost feels like a dream. All I remember is the ball being hyped. That's it. The ball's being hyped. That's all I remember. I wake up on the bench. Like I wake up, I'm sitting on the bench. I'm like, whoa, right? So I watched the film. And so the receiver ran a slant. I came downhill to break up the pass. Well, the safety came downhill too. Safety misses the receiver. He hits me. And he hit me. And like I got really bad whiplash because I came downhill to hit the receiver as he got the ball. He lowered his shoulder. He didn't look. So he missed, right? So I went out cold. I fractured, I broke 2 ribs. I bruised I got a contusion on my sternum. I did something with my collarbone and like I hyperextended something else. Like it was like a really bad hit. But I was out cold, bro. And I was out for like 2 weeks, or either a week or 2 weeks or something like that. But it was wild. I watched it on film. Like, do you remember this? I was like, I don't remember a thing. Like, it's crazy how like it's just a void. And like all that happened, they said that like they were talking to me when I came to and I was talking back, but I was like I could barely talk. And like I tried to stand up to walk. The only thing I remember is they was carrying like this, and I came to for a split second, and I went right back out. And then I woke up on the bench. That's all I remember. But it was like 2-3 minutes where I was out cold and I was like non-responsive. But I don't remember them talking to me. I don't remember walking to the bench. I don't remember them asking me all these questions. I just remember lining up, sitting on the bench. That's it.
How'd you get cracked again? What happened?
The safety came downhill in the slant and he lowered his shoulder and he hit me instead of the receiver.
Nice.
They said, I watched the hit. It's like really bad. But they said that if my traps weren't so big, I probably would have had like a season-ending injury because it was like really, really bad. Because my neck was out. Because I got hit here. So like all the force was really on my neck. It wasn't really a head hit. It was on my neck. But because my neck snapped back so fast, it hit my brain against the thing. The whiplash was what knocked me out. Was the whiplash, not actually the actual hit. It goes all right here. And they said it should have like I should have not been able to play football. Like that's how bad the hit was.
How was the next couple of days with your headache?
Oh, it was terrible. The headache was terrible. I couldn't laugh because my rib. The edge of the rib, the edge of my rib snapped off. But they didn't like do anything because it would just heal it. That part of the bone would like dissipate. And then the edge, since it was just the edge, it was gonna heal itself. So they didn't like go in and remove anything. So like it just felt like a sharp, it was just rugged, basically a rugged bone. And for my rib, I couldn't laugh, I couldn't sneeze, I couldn't cough. It was so painful.
Did you have to sit in a dark room all day?
No, I just wore sunglasses.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
fuck that.
It was tough.
Did you watch that UFC yesterday where that girl got knocked out with that kick?
Yes, the kick to the face.
That's what reminded me of that little concussion talk. But I got a question. How is that a legal kick though?
She's considered a down fighter. So if you're considered down, you can't kick to the face.
Oh, okay.
Because since she was technically they were both down, but she wasn't standing up. She was on her knees.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a down a down fighter. And so since the girl on her back was kicking up at her, hit her in the face, it's illegal.
Because I was wondering, I thought like when it's on the ground, it's like anything can go, So.
No, they got rules. You can't hit the back of the head. You can't knee a down fighter. You can't kick a down fighter. But it's tough because in the middle of a fight, the only difference
it's just the heat of the moment.
Yeah, because she was on her knees, so she wasn't like down. It's not like she was like down on the ground. She was on her knees and she was punching down, right? And so if you're on your back and they're not like up on you, your natural instinct is to kick them away from you to get some space. Because if she was on her feet, it would have been legal. But since she wasn't on her feet, she was on her knees, it was illegal. So in the heat of the moment, you gotta like be able to like, oh wait, she's on her knees, not her feet. Because a lot of times in the UFC, they get caught on the ground and the person's standing up and they're just trying to like get a swing in while they're down and hit them on the jaw instead of like trying to wrestle with them. They're just trying to swing down on them. So she was doing that, but instead of on her feet, it was on her knees. So it was like super small detail, and that's why it was illegal. I think she should have got no contest. Oh, bless you. I think she should have got a no contest instead of a disqualification, though. Yeah, because it wasn't intentional.
It's just the heat of the moment.
Y'all be watching UFC fight nights. Y'all don't just watch the pay-per-views?
I watch the pay-per-views. Yeah, I watch the pay-per-views.
No, I'm saying, but like y'all actually watch the fight nights and stuff.
Oh, I try to watch every fight.
I don't do all that now.
Like I'm telling you, I'm all in on this game.
I mean, to be honest, like with the fight night ones, I don't pay much attention to them if it's like somebody that I like know, because like most of them are like people like trying to work their way up. But now the main event ones, like I'm tuned in because I'm expecting something to go down.
Oh, Finis, you watch you buy the pay-per-view every single time, or you can like nod your head or take off your glasses if you stream or something, like, okay, I gotcha, I see what you're doing there. And if you have like a crack in your phone and then you stream, that's the site that you use? Crack streams? Maybe a little bit? No, we don't use that.
No, but like, I guess we're kind of from the east side, so streaming would be east side.
Oh, okay. I've never used that one before. Is that better? It'd be going out during the middle sometimes.
It went out with the Usman fight.
That shit's stressful, bro.
I did look. This was. I paid. Okay, I paid for the streaming service, right? Well, I have ESPN Plus, so I actually technically do pay. So I paid for the streaming service, right? Everything's fine. I watched the early prelims, which like the main card starts at like 8 or 10. The early prelims like at 3 o'clock. I watch all of the fights because I'm just, I don't have anything to do. It's Saturdays. I don't really do anything once I got all my work done.
You budget your time. You budget your time.
I budget my time. I try to have all my work done by Friday night. So Saturdays I can watch fights all day. That's literally what I try to do. So 2 o'clock, I'm TV, bam, I'm watching these fights. And the guys I like, watching the guys that make their way up, because I'm trying to keep up kind of like I do with football with, the rookies or the young guys. As they get better, I'm trying to get to that level. But I'm getting there. Anyway, not a hiccup the whole night. Usman and Mazadov walkouts, all that stuff. The fight's about to get black screen. I was like, no, refresh.
Hey, refresh. He started.
Bro, what? Refresh, black screen. Refresh, cannot load. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
That shit happened. That happened to me on the Usman fight too.
Oh, I was pissed. So now
it came back on. You started using it. You got to watch it, right?
Nope. I was just refreshing Twitter just so I could.
Bro, you gotta have. That's why you have to have multiple sites. You never use crack.
You never used that one before, Finis?
No, I don't know about any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's the one I use. That one works pretty well. But it did go out like right as they were doing the tail of the tape. It went out, and then got it figured out. I need to get y'all into boxing, bro.
I'm into fighting. I'm into all the fighting.
I'll watch boxing.
We got some big fights coming up in boxing this month. Obviously, you got Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather in June. So that'll be.
Is that even worth watching, to be honest, or like buying? Like, because I don't.
It's a Mayweather fight, man. You just gotta watch it. If Mayweather's fighting, you just have to. It's
Now,
kind of
Bro, like,
let's talk on this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little nervous.
What are you nervous about?
What are you nervous about?
You nervous you're gonna spend $60 and it's gonna be
No. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for
No, you're not nervous. Don't
say what I think you're gonna say.
Just go ahead and quit that comment that you're about to make.
Put the
guys.
Finest.
Stop it.
Finest.
Look,
No.
wait,
Finest.
hey,
Stop the
listen.
cap. Stop
Cap.
the cap.
No, I'm not being nervous. Isn't cap. I'm
Finest.
nervous. Look,
Finest.
y'all aren't using capping right.
Finest.
Finest.
Calvin, how tall is Floyd Mayweather?
He's like 5'9", I think.
No. Try again.
5'8".
Maybe. He's like 5'7".
5'7".
How much does Floyd Mayweather weigh?
Maybe like $160.
Try again.
$140.
Right. But by $145. How tall is Logan Paul?
Like 6'1", maybe 6'2".
6'2". Try that again. How much does he weigh?
230.
215.
Okay. I was okay.
Now, the only reason why I'm nervous is because the size difference. That's it. You're talking about completely different weight. Same weight class. I'm not even worried. Completely different weight class.
Finest. What's Floyd Mayweather known for? Is he known for knocking people out? Does he knock people out very often?
In his weight class?
Yeah.
No.
No, he doesn't, does he? Why is he so good?
Defense.
Yeah, because you can't touch him.
In his weight class.
So you think that somebody with 2 professional fights is going to be able to touch him, whereas Canelo Alvarez couldn't even touch him.
How tall is Canelo?
Andre Ward couldn't touch him.
How tall is Canelo? Is he 6'2"? Does he have a 78-inch wingspan reach?
Here we go.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm on your side. I hope Floyd wins. All I'm saying is there is a slight.
You don't have to hope for it. There's nothing to hope for.
How old is Floyd Mayweather?
It's already happened.
How old is Floyd Mayweather?
Like 50 something, 50.
50 plus.
Yeah.
Floyd is over 50. Floyd Mayweather's 50.
Floyd Mayweather is not 50.
How old is he?
Floyd Mayweather is like 40, 41.
Bro, shut up, Mitch. All right, I'm gonna prove this boy.
Look this up,
50.
bro.
Floyd is not 50 years old.
Look this up.
I'm looking it up right now.
He ain't 50. He's not even.
Oh, my fault. He's 44. My fault.
Okay, yeah.
All right, even. All right.
My bad.
Whatever.
Bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't. That's irrelevant. 44. Okay, 44. 44. He's 44. How old is Logan Paul?
With the professional boxing record of 51-0.
No, I get that.
Nobody touches him.
I get that.
He hasn't been hit in face in like 15 years.
I get that.
And
Okay.
you think Logan Paul's going to be able to touch him?
Look, all I'm saying
He's going to
is
embarrass him.
Logan Paul is not a scrub. Just like Jake, they're not scrubs.
Logan Paul's never won a professional boxing match.
They're not scrubs. So you're saying
He's
you can
never won a professional boxing match. I'm not saying that they are scrubs, but I'm saying you're going against the best boxer that the world has ever seen.
I get that, but we're talking about the best boxer the world's ever seen in a specific weight class.
Bro.
Because
I just can't agree with you, Finis. I'm just saying it just straight up. Like, I just can't
no. There's nothing. There's nothing.
If he was going out and fighting John Jones, then yes, I'd be like, John's probably going to whoop his ass. But we're talking about a YouTube baby from fucking Ohio that has lost both of his professional fights that he's ever fought in.
But he's a professional fighter.
6-round fights. I can tell you exactly what he's going to do.
Right.
Boy's
okay. Cool.
Going to drag him out to the deep end. He's going to be out conditioned.
Right.
Logan's going to tire himself out, throwing shit that's not hitting. And then the 5th or 6th round, Floyd's just going to drown his sorry ass. Just drown. And Logan's going to walk away with $100 million. I
don't even know why Floyd. I'm surprised Floyd even like said yes to the fight.
Money.
Like,
it's money.
It's about the money, bro.
Well,
I understand that, but like, dude, that is just such a waste
two reasons.
of time. Like,
no, it's not. Anytime you can make hundreds of $1 million,
$150 million.
Yeah, anytime you make.
Hold on, how much? How much we talking about?
Bro, Floyd don't fight unless he's making over 150.
Yeah, it's not a waste of time if he's making money like that.
Look up how much he made from McGregor fight. I'm pretty sure he made over 300.
It's like I know he made money off of that.
Yeah,
I know he made money off of that.
Getting in that ring for anything less than 150. I promise you that.
But here's the thing. There's 2 reasons why he took the fight. One, money, because 150 mil, it's not a waste of time, regardless.
To go whoop a YouTube star's ass.
Second, here's the second reason. It's not. It's an exhibition fight. So technically, if for some reason he does lose, it doesn't go on his record because it's not technically a legitimate professional fight. It's expedition.
But people still gonna hold that against him if that happens.
He'd never recover.
Yeah, but it's Floyd. It's money Floyd. I don't think he really gives a shit. He's got all the money in the world. If I made $400 million in one fight, you can say whatever you want to me. I don't give a shit. You can check my bank account. It is what it is at that point.
In the McGregor press conferences, he pulled out a check for $120 million that he hasn't cashed yet. It's just still there.
Well, he might want to cash it because there ain't no guarantee that money's still wherever it's coming from. Especially post. Well, I guess that was pre-COVID, but I was about to say I ain't holding on no check like that. I'm gonna put it somewhere.
Floyd don't give a shit.
What you mean, dude? Like I'm putting that
the shit out of him.
No, you're right. I'm on y'all's side. I'm just letting y'all know why I'm nervous. That's it. All I did was state facts. All I talked was height, weight. That's it. Just all facts. That's it. It's the only reason. That's it. I hope Floyd goes out there. I'm all for Floyd. I'm just saying I'm a little bit.
But do y'all think that Jake will land one on him? Is it Jake or Logan? Logan. Do you think Logan will land some on him though?
I'll probably get one or two.
Yeah, it's a chance. But here's the thing: if he does get one or two, that size difference, he only needs to get one or two.
He doesn't only need to get one or two. McGregor landed like 6 on him.
McGregor isn't 215.
McGregor's got more power than Logan Paul. I promise you that.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
We're talking about a guy that's never won a professional fight versus somebody else.
That has nothing to do with
professionals.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with punching power. Just because you haven't won a fight doesn't mean you don't punch hard.
Fair enough, but that's not. But.
He just said.
Look, all I'm saying is there is a very slight chance that Logan gets lucky.
There's not even a slight chance.
Yeah, if they're in the ring, there's a slight chance. There's a slight chance.
That was the funniest shit right there.
There's a slight chance.
Puncher's chance.
Because I think if Floyd doesn't take it seriously and he comes in bullshit, Logan for sure has a chance.
Floyd ain't losing that fight, bro.
There's a chance. It's a very, very small, I'm talking minute chance, but it's there.
Floyd wouldn't take that fight unless he knew he would 100% going to win.
I mean, I'm sure he 100% he's gonna win every fight he goes into. I don't think anybody expects to lose a fight they go into. When you're that level.
Dude, to be honest, like if he does happen to lose a fight, it would suck that he had been to lose that fight. Like it had to be right. All the fights. It had to be that fight.
Like not Pacquiao, not a YouTube guy is the guy he needs to. Like I'd rather lost to Pacquiao if anybody. Like that's an honorable loss. You talking about arguably the second greatest fighter in that weight class. So I mean, versus a YouTube douchebag, but
clout chaser.
Right? I won't say douchebag. They're cool. I ain't got no I'm not against them or anything.
I'm actually kind of fans of them, honestly.
Yeah, they're entertainers for sure.
So what? Explain to me what they do. Do they just troll?
No, that's the beautiful thing about it, Calvin.
They don't do shit.
Not even that. But you can't put them in a box, especially Logan.
Is it just like their name holds weight or something?
Yeah,
or
it's just that they do so much, bro. Like
they got millions and millions of followers and subscribers on YouTube. So they just got this celebrity backing just because they just troll on YouTube, do stupid shit.
Yeah, it's like you don't know what they are. They're like modern day Renaissance men. I'm serious, dude. They just got their hands in everything. Like, are they a boxer? Are they a YouTube star? Are they Pokemon card collectors? Are they comedians? Like, you can't put a label on them. That's why they're so great.
Okay. I thought they were just some trolls that started out like 6'9" or something like that. That's what I thought they were. No. That's what I thought they were, to be honest.
Yeah, they were trolls to start off, but now they just. I don't know much about Jake, but I've watched some of Logan's stuff, and he just all around. He does all types of different types of shit.
Yeah, we need to get them on the cast.
Yeah.
So Calvin, I'm gonna put you in charge of that. Reach out to their agent, see if we can get them on the podcast. Because if they share the podcast on their platforms,
fam, what?
We all get paid.
Hey, fam, hey, what pool do you think that I got like that?
Hey, I don't know, but
what pool do you think do I have to get that to make that happen? If I pull that off, bro, y'all gotta call me. I don't know. Y'all gotta come up with a name, bro, or something, because that's like the save of the year.
If you pull that off, I'll give you half of my cut at the end of the year.
That's what I'm saying. If you pull that off, I'm quitting my job.
We'll be set.
If we got one of them on the cast for 30 minutes, we'd be set. We'd be good.
For sure. And if they could just
record 3 casts a week.
Hey, I'd be all for it. But y'all watched the NFL draft?
Of course. I watched it with Jordan and Mark gave Mitch a call. And he hung up on
we don't
him.
care about that. We don't care about that.
What?
How
No. Let me tell you.
Titans not too bad.
Hold on, I got something to say for that one too. No, so I'm at Jordan McClain's house and Mark was over there. And then who did they draft? Who was it? I forgot who they drafted. And then Mark.
No, was Jamar Chase.
Yeah, it was Jamar Chase. And then he's like, Mark started going like, yeah, man, I told you. I was like, I told Mitch. I was like, you want to call Mitch? He's like, yeah, I want to call Mitch. So I called Mitch. As soon as he said hello, and then Mark just went in. He's like, you always take the best available player. He just went on and just on and on and on, and Mitch just hung up the phone on him. Yeah. It was fun. It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
How about the Titans' finest?
Yeah, they disappointed me with a couple picks, but they're overall.
Let's draft a guy with a broken back. Let's do that.
He had 7 back surgeries, bro.
Dude, did you know he had? Hey, did you know like when he got drafted? You know how he was in that room by himself? Did you know he had COVID too? He's like, damn, bro.
At the time, I was about to say he ain't got no family.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh, what's his story? Like, he can't always be about those deep backstories. I was like, he's got to have a story. Ain't nobody there. Good Lord. Oh no, we lose Mitch. Yeah, it's about that time.
Look at it, bro. He froze too. Like his face.
There he goes.
Oh,
I'm back. Finally, he had 7 back surgeries.
I'm not 100% sure, but that's what somebody told me. He had 7 back surgeries.
How is he allowed to play? How is he medically cleared to play?
They're probably just minor back surgeries. The fact that there were 7 of them. But here's what I'll say about the Titans. Obviously, the first couple rounds, I don't know, but I see what they're doing. First of all, their overall draft grade B-. With the Titans, I'll take a B grade. It could have been more than a B- or B+, but we all know it's too late at this point. But they got a DB. They drafted a corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, corner, receiver, edge rusher, receiver, safety. Here's what they're doing. I kind of get it now. First pick, I was like, I don't know. And I also don't know much about him. So, I think he only had he opted out. He hasn't played in a while. But here's what they're doing. They're trying to set up their defense. They did draft 2 receivers. Obviously, I think we should have got Elijah Moore early because we could have got him early at Ole Miss. But I see they're trying to get their defense together because we all know with the Titans, offense is not really their problem. Now, it might be now because they lost Corey Davis. They lost Tanu or whatever they got, the tight end. So they need to replace those guys. They drafted 2 receivers, and I'm sure they'll pick up some receivers or tight ends in the free agency. So I feel like they're probably and their basis of their offense is their run game, all right? And they did pick up an offensive tackle, but their offensive line is already, for the most part, solid. So Titans, their Achilles heel has always been their defense. Not only their defense, but their secondary has always been in the lower echelon of the NFL. So what they do, they go out and draft 2 corners and a safety. So it makes sense with what they're trying to do with the draft, even though I probably would have gone a little bit of a different route. That's all I'm going to say. B+ grade for the Titans with their history, I'll take a B+. Even though it could have easily been an A- with instead of taking a corner, taking a receiver first pick, it easily made it an A-. But damage has already been done.
I don't know football like that too much, but I think that was an awful pick. I think you should have just got a lot.
Well, here's what I will say. I cannot and will not say if it was an awful pick till after his first year. Because I have to wait. Because look, let's say this. I don't know. The odds are, I don't know, but let's just say his first year he comes out, stellar defender, and he ends up becoming like a pivotal part of defense. It plays out. But we have to see if it plays out first. That's why I'll always wait a year before I say whether or not it was a good pickup or not.
But just off the history, man, it's not in our favor. It's not in our favor. Like, hey, it's just not.
Look, you
got to agree to that. You got to agree to that one. Like, it's just not in our favor.
Look, man. I just got to wait. You got to wait it out. Because there's a lot of guys that get drafted that people are like, why'd you draft him? Like, just like Tom Brady when he was drafted. Tom Brady. This dude at Michigan? Man, that was a waste of a pick. We should have got this guy. Now what? Now what are they saying? One of the greatest steals in all of football. A.J. Brown. A lot of people were iffy on A.J. Brown when he got picked up.
Hey, man, so what are you doing now? Mitch? He's snagging, catching, dashing, doing it, all of the above.
Oh, God.
I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I was falling asleep during all that. Finis was talking. Oh, my goodness.
Mitch, do you even have a football team?
For real. Who is your team?
Or do you just be talking shit? Yeah, that's why you froze. You said what? All right, bet.
Tennessee.
Well, but who do y'all think has the best? Yeah, I can now.
We pulled Vols. Fine.
You said Vols.
We just watched the NFL. We love the NFL. Vols.
Would you? I'm looking at the draft grades, and they got Miami as the highest graded for the draft. And
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. They got a A with Justin Fields.
Who the Chargers
Chicago got the steal of the draft with Justin Fields. Not shit.
You said Steelers?
No, I said the Chicago got the steal of the draft.
No, yeah, I'm saying what Calvin asked. Who'd you ask?
Oh, I said the Chargers.
Oh, Chargers. Shit, the Chargers got the Larry Roundtree running back from Mizzou. They picked him up. He's gonna be solid. I think this is the last group of people that I played with at Mizzou, I think. So they got an offensive tackle, a corner, receiver from Tennessee, Josh Palmer, tight end from Georgia, DN from Duke, offensive tackle, inside linebacker from Iowa, Larry from Mizzou, running back, and a safety from Georgia.
Mm.
Their draft grade's an A-. So they did solid.
I got a question for you, Finis.
Yeah.
What do you think about this whole Aaron Rodgers thing that's going on? What do you got to think about that?
They better get rid of the GM. That's all I got to say. Because he said he'll return if the GM leaves. So as the owner, if you really want him to stay, GM got to go. It's that simple. Now, if you think you can let him go and be all right with that, then you said what? All right, bet.
Fun fact of the day: the Packers are the only team in the NFL that don't have an owner.
That's right. I forgot they don't have an owner. It's what publicly or is some weird shit. I don't even know how that works.
And is the only reason why? Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mitch. My fault.
I think he's frozen. Hell yeah.
All right, never mind. But no, man. What's going on? Like, why is he want him fired or whatever? Was it because the draft? Because they drafted a quarterback last year, or are they just trying to push him out?
I think it's just organizational problems. Because, I think this has started. It started since last year. Because, all right, you got Aaron Rodgers, arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play this game, and he's been with the team forever. He's done it all for the team. Everything, right? Great leader. And so that year, that draft, they needed to get some weapons because Packers have always there he goes. Packers have always had the problem of Aaron Rodgers never really had those guys. Obviously, they had Devontae Adams. That's one guy. Mm-hmm. Look at Kansas City. You got multiple weapons. You look at Tampa Bay, multiple weapons. You look at a lot of these other teams that consistently make it deep in the playoffs or to the Super Bowl. You got multiple weapons. With Aaron Rodgers, especially receiver, Devontae Adams. That's pretty much your only like standout superstar, all-star type player.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs weapons, right? What do? They draft a quarterback first round. Now, I'm sure drafting a quarterback probably wouldn't have been a problem. It's the fact that they drafted one first round.
Yeah.
Right. They could have picked up a quarterback third, fourth, fifth. They picked up a quarterback.
He in a new location.
I tried not to do it.
He should have been moved.
They picked a quarterback up first round, or that's the biggest problem. And then so it's just like he needs help. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Green Bay also fumbled the bag this draft year. They fumbled it early. I don't know what their overall draft grade was. I got to find it, but that's pretty much it. So I think he's just like, he wants help. He never really gets it every year.
And he just like with his resume too, you think he would have some pull to like say we need this or that. So I mean, honestly, I mean, wouldn't you think that, Finis? I mean, like he has the resume. Yeah. He's done what he needs to do as a quarterback. Like you know, I honestly feel like if you prove yourself, like you should have like a little bit of like suggestions or say so of like, you know, who to draft and stuff like that from like the offensive perspective, not the defense.
Exactly.
Not the defense because you don't play on that side of the ball, obviously, but you know.
If you're going
he just needs to just stay real close to it.
Are you still talking, Mitch? All right. Anyway, Mitch, you're frozen. We can't hear you. But let me say this. Think about it last year, just in the drafts. But I need help. All right. We need help. What do you draft? Quarterback. So here's what their thought was. Aaron Rodgers getting old. He's probably going to stop producing as well. We need a guy that can learn from him, bring him up. So when Aaron Rodgers is done, he can start and play. Just like they did with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Same situation. Brett Favre, they drafted Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for a few years, learned from him. Then when Brett Favre retired or left, Aaron Rodgers stepped up, stellar from the beginning. Same concept.
But do you think if they would have went to him and said that plan, if they would have said that instead of just drafting a quarterback, do you think he would have accepted that though? Like
that I don't know because I don't know because here and it's a little different because Brett Favre was older and statistically I don't believe he was playing at the same level. But with Aaron Rodgers, it's a different story because think about it. All right, I need help. They needed a receiver first round. They could have got quarterback second round, third round. That probably would have been fine. Here's the thing. They draft a quarterback first round. Aaron Rodgers is like, what? Quarterback? Oh, y'all think I'm about to not produce as much? All right, hold my beer. MVP the next year. MVP. It's not only did he prove he still got it, but he proved himself he's the most valuable player in the NFL. Then what do they do this draft? I still need help. I need another receiver. Let's learn from our mistake from last year. What do? They draft a first pick, a corner, second pick, a center. They don't pick up a receiver until their third pick. Think about all the receivers that got passed up, or all your next best receiver should have been the first person off that board when Green Bay was up. But what do? They get a corner, then they get a center, then they get
What was their first pick? What number they got?
It was late. It was like 20, 30 something.
Second round?
No, it was first round. It was just late in the first round because they went to the conference championship.
Who did they pass?
29th.
Huh?
It was like 29th.
Yeah, it was like really late.
So who do they pass up on receivers?
Elijah Moore.
Oh.
There's a lot of receivers.
Elijah Moore didn't go until the second round, right?
I think so.
End of the day, though, Finis, you can't have players getting GMs fired because what coach would want to go there and play? what coach would want to go there and coach, and what players would want to go there and coach if they show that their organization can have players firing players and players firing GMs.
The thing, they don't have an owner.
There's that. They don't have an owner. Second, I get what you're saying, but if your GM is not doing his job, he's got to be held accountable by somebody.
Yeah, but where he screwed up was going public with saying that I will not come back unless the GM's fired.
Well, he had to go public because they're owned publicly.
But if he goes to the ownership group or whoever it is and has a sit down meeting with them and it's hush hush, quiet, and says, hey, I'm not coming back unless this guy's fired, then you can do it. But you can't do it when everybody's looking at you and you come out with demands and you say, hey, you gotta fire the GM or I'm out. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You do it quietly. You do it behind the closed doors with cigars and shit like that.
Hey.
Got to be a backroom meeting if you want that to happen.
It's tough because we're talking about Aaron Rodgers here.
I mean, we're talking about 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Still Aaron Rodgers. We're talking about MVP Aaron Rodgers.
Talking about one Super Bowl 0-3 in the NFC championships in the past 3 years, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's you want to know why? You want to know why they're 0-3? Because they refuse to give Aaron Rodgers the help he needs. So he said, I'm 0-3.
They had one of the best defenses in the league last year.
Exactly. And they drafted defensive players. Their first pick was a defensive player.
Devontae Adams not good enough?
No. Look, like I was telling you had cut out. I was telling Calvin, with the teams they have now, you need another guy. Devontae Adams, great. I think our top 5 receiver for sure. Arguably, you could argue number 1 receiver in the NFL, right? That's not enough. Look at all these. Look at Kansas City. Look at Tampa. They got multiple threats, like serious threats. You have to have that to get to that level because you have to beat Green Bay. You have to beat all these teams with these solid defenses. You're gonna need more than one threat. Because here's what you do. If you have that one threat, double team. If there's not another threat, you can easily double team to make him to you can't eliminate Devontae Adams. But you know what I'm trying to say, to double team to make him less of a problem. If there's no other threats, you can zone up the rest of the field. Bam, game checkmate. If you have 2 threats, you can't double team. Because then you're outnumbered in the box. Then you're running it up the floor all day long. Then if you come out of it and you don't double team one or the other, it's a field day. They need one more guy. And stellar defense, why draft a cornerback if you have one of the best defense in the league? Why not draft a receiver first pick?
Finest, at the end of the day, they've made it to the NFC Championship with having no other threats.
Exactly. Because Aaron Rodgers, that's because Aaron Rodgers is that dude. They got there because Aaron Rodgers we see day in day out, Aaron Rodgers puts the team on his back. He gets him as far as he can get. Then he has to face the next best team in the conference. And that team usually has a stout defense. What happens? They can't get it done because they need one more threat. And this has happened. This time keeps repeating itself. And what do they do in the draft? They, for some reason, refuse to get a receiver first round. So what does Aaron Rodgers say? I'm fed up. I'm either going to retire or this guy's got to go. This is the 5th or 6th time it's happened. I'm tired of it. That's Aaron Rodgers. That's all. That's what it is. It's a cry for help. It's a cry for help because we don't know. He might have had that meeting before. We don't know where he tried to go quietly. Say, hey, look, let me talk to you. Like the GM. Look, I need this help on offense. We're not getting. We got the best defense in the NFL or top 5. We're still drafting defensive guys. Those guys don't end up even making the team. The guys who drafted late, they end up leaving after a year or 2 because we got what we got. On offense, we're drafting tackles and running back. I need a receiver. Okay, all right, bet. 4 or 5 years ago, he's 0-3. Whatever. All right, bet. I tried to do it quietly. I'm gonna get loud now. We don't know. He might have. I get what you're saying though, for sure. That would be the initial first time. Yeah, try to keep it in the organization. That's cool. But if that doesn't work, you got to do something else.
Well, he has to know that he's not. If he goes out and did what he did, then he's sure as hell not going to get the guy fired. It's just not going to happen.
If I'm a part of that group, I'd let him go. With MVP Aaron Rodgers, Now, if he didn't have that good of a season, then yeah, I'm probably like, well, Aaron.
How are you supposed to convince a coach? How are you supposed to convince a coach to come in for the franchise and give him a 6-year deal and say, yeah, well, if one of our players doesn't like you, then
no, not
you might get fired.
Not one of our players, Aaron Rodgers. We can't. Let's not pretend like any player could have done this.
Star players, you can't have star players firing publicly.
I got a question. Who's in charge of firing if there's no owner? There's no
there's a group
ownership group. Yeah.
It's like a group of people.
And then if you live in Green Bay, then
you have they have some kind of voting system.
Yeah.
That has like a certain weight of the decision.
It's like publicly owned. So by the city of Green Bay, I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know how it works. It's the only one that's like it.
But here's the other thing. He's threatening retirement, right? Well, listen to this. Because I just found out because I got some friends that play in the NFL. If he retires, his contract is null and void. Then he can come out of retirement and go anywhere he wants. So if the GM doesn't get fired, because that's what Edelman's about to do that. Edelman just did that. He was announced retirement. We already know Gronk and Tom are already recruiting him because he retired. He doesn't have if he comes out of retirement, he doesn't have to go back to finish out his contract.
That can't be right.
No, that's how it is.
That can't be right. Because why wouldn't Deshaun Watson retire and come back?
I think there's certain stipulations on the clause or whatever. There's they got minute little whatever about the term, how long you've been in the league for retirement to do whatever. But
there's no way everybody's contract the same.
No, it's different. It's different based on how long, whatever. But like I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers is threatening to retire. Now, obviously, he might actually retire. He's been in the league long enough. He just got an MVP, whatever. But it might be a strategic move with because he's there for his car. He's untradeable. One, I don't think many teams can afford him at this point because he's worth a lot of money. Two, if other teams can't afford him trade-wise, you'd have to, if you're trying to get Aaron Rodgers, you have to give up just about everything just to get Aaron Rodgers for it to be worth the trade. So he's stuck, kind of like Deshaun's situation. He's stuck there. Fat contract, and other teams have to give up too much just to get him, even if they can't afford him. So what can he do? Retire. And he has to be retired for, I think, a certain amount of time. Then, like Gronk did, obviously Gronk, he actually retired because he didn't want to do football. But come out of retirement, let's say a year later, let's say for a year he still trains, a year later come out of retirement or whatever, now he's a free agent. Because Edelman, I promise Edelman's about to do the exact same thing. Retired, so we come out of retirement, he's fit to sign with Green Bay.
Maybe they have the rights to him for as long as the contract was.
Not Green Bay, but
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, yeah. Something like that. He'll have to wait it out. It's a chess match for sure.
We done with the NFL yet? Because I want to talk to you about this. You watched that No Remorse?
Oh, I did.
What is that? The Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, you seen it yet?
Nah, but I got Amazon Prime. No, I got Amazon Prime though. I thought I didn't have Amazon Prime, but I have it. So.
We're gonna have to wait till next week.
Damn, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Overused plot line though.
Yeah, but I mean, when it's a military movie, there's only so many plots you can have.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it like a well-known plot line that's been remade and remade over and over?
Yeah. Well, at least the beginning of it is
the basis of it.
Yeah.
There is a yeah. We'll wait till next week. You gotta watch it.
I bet. How long is it?
Hour 50.
Ooh, okay.
I like my movies to be like over 2 hours. I want them to be like 15 to 20.
Yeah, if they're good.
Yeah, like tell a good story. Y'all got any other movies that have been coming out that I can watch? I'm kind of feeling a movie tonight. I saw Mortal Kombat, by the way, Finis.
Hey.
Did you watch Mortal Kombat, Calvin?
No.
It's tough. No,
you saw it?
Yeah.
Okay. Tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, bro.
I mean,
but it did leave you for like, you know, a cliffhanger for another like movie and stuff, like you said last week. So.
Oh, for sure.
Let's just say it's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fighting wise.
Yeah, there's nothing more, nothing less. The plot line was trash.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't watch it for the plot.
No, you're not watching that. You're going in there to see some people's heads get cut off.
For sure.
Bro, you know what I want to see? Another like movie again, something like 300. Like an old time movie. You say what?
They have a second one.
No, but like a different like time period, but like something similar like it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's my favorite movie of all time, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I heard that there's something about the reason why Snyder decided to do it with like the mythology or something like that, Finis. I don't know if you can speak to it. But
I don't know about.
It's something that that's how they told the story. With there was like, it's been so long since I've seen it. There was like some like demons or some shit in there, wasn't there? Like there was some supernatural shit.
Yeah, kinda. Like these people that call themselves like the Immortals and stuff like that.
Yeah. And it was something that like that's what either that's the stories that the Spartans told their kids or that the Persians told their kids, just to scare off the Persians. It was something.
Yeah, I know that fight is like based on an actual.
It actually happened, but he didn't do the historical version of it.
It was like it's for sure exaggerated.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that this small little village basically in Greece or it's Rome.
Yeah, it's in Greece. No,
Greece.
It's Greece.
Yeah.
It's in Greece because Sparta used to be Greece.
Yeah, that they crippled the entire empire just because they bred fighters versus just the person. They was like, if you got arms, just come over here.
Their military tactics too and everything, like just on point and precise. Like
that's my favorite. Like in history, my favorite thing to study or to go over was like Greek mythology. So like I'm like Spartans and Greek warriors. Like that's my shit. That's my shit. Calvin, what's up with this NBA stuff?
Bro, did y'all get to see the game like before the podcast?
Giannis dropping 49.
Bro, but here's the thing: he was actually hitting from three. I think he was like 4 for 8.
Yeah,
he was 4 for 8. Yeah, that's the thing. I was just like, I was like, are we starting to see he's getting a little comfortable, or was this just a good shooting day for him?
I don't know. I heard he's been working on developing a shot.
Yeah,
it's just gonna take some time for sure. But
yeah, but I mean, now, I mean, like if he, I would say if he knocks down 2 threes a game, like people are gonna, oh my god, he got the Roni. Oh my god, smack me through the camera. But I'm saying, dude, if he starts averaging like 2 threes a game, like with good efficiency or whatever it is, like people want to have to start starting to, like, step out on him. Yeah, they're gonna have to respect it a little bit.
He's gonna become a problem if people have to actually step out and guard him perimeter wise.
Because
then he's got a 2-way. He's gonna either drive by you or he's gonna pull it.
Because he can just take one dribble and get to the rim just with a low swipe or whatever it is, and he's to the basket, or you're getting put on a poster. Like that's the same thing with Ben Simmons, man. I'm saying, dude, if Ben Simmons can at least do that, like he's a problem too. Because I think Ben Simmons is better than Giannis, to be honest, in my opinion.
36 shots today.
I just like Ben Simmons better.
Offensively, or you talking about in general?
Just all over in general. Like,
shit, that's tough.
He's a big guard, a playmaker. Like, you know what Giannis gonna do when he goes to the rim, but Ben, he got the passing IQ.
True.
He's 6'10". Don't jump with him. Like,
yeah,
he is tough. He is a tougher matchup.
Hey, and he plays great defense. He plays both ways. So, not saying that Giannis doesn't, but he can guard outside perimeter, like what you need. So,
yeah. Is Giannis is he a candidate for defensive player of the year?
I am not. I would feel like he would be. Just
I know Ben Simmons is a candidate. I don't know if he's a front runner, but he's been in talks about defensive player of the year all year.
Let's see.
Rudy Gobert, Ben Simmons, Miles Turner. Giannis is 4th. Rudy. I don't want Rudy to win it.
He gonna start crying again. I'm telling you.
Joel Embiid is the 5th guy.
Chris Paul should be the MVP this year.
Low key, yeah, for real. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
You
talk about a quick turnaround for an organization. Like you add just one person to the organization, and he does that. Like that's
every year, though. To think about it, he's done that with every team he stepped on.
But bro, you know the thing about you know what the science behind it is, though, bro. Like it's simple. Like Devin Booker is not the main focus now. Devin Booker can chill a little bit, get his shots off. It's no like double teaming or whatever. And then you got an athletic big that you can. Chris Paul's a phenomenal passer. IQ is crazy. Can dump to Aiden. You know,
just passed Jason Kidd on the assist list, didn't he? Not Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd has the record, right? He just passed somebody on the all-time assist list. Magic Johnson. It was Magic Johnson he passed.
Bro, I haven't been keeping up with the NBA this week, but yeah, sure. But I mean, dude, like he has all the pieces that he needs it like right there. And plus that's a young team too. Like a really, really young team if you look at the roster. So
it's not all time.
But back to Mitch's point, they do play in the West, so
yeah, he just passed Magic.
It sucks, bro. It sucks. It's like, yes, they're doing the damn thing, they're doing it, but it's just you got LeBron and AD on the same team. It's just
and Andre.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
Hey, he's a walking double-double. That's all I'll say.
That's too many big people, bro. Like they gotta space the floor or something like that.
I feel like that's gonna be a nightmarish matchup for the Nets.
No, yeah, they're gonna get bullied.
If you have AD, Andre Drummond, and LeBron James in the starting lineup, that's gonna be a massive disaster for the Nets.
I mean, they're legitimately gonna go out there and bully.
Oh yeah.
If KD's running through the lane, he's going to be catching elbows. I mean, they're just going to go out there and just overpower them.
Yeah.
But bro, they're so long as a team, they're going to clog up like the passing lanes, like deflections and everything. That's what I see.
If the Lakers get the Nets down, let's say, it might even be 1-0. Let's say they get them down 2-0. How easy is it to get into Kyrie's head?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't even think there's anything up there, to be honest. But
I mean, how easy is it to get into? It's not even like you got to really talk shit. It's just got to be little comments to him, right?
Basically,
is Schroeder going to be your guy for that?
You say Schroeder?
Yeah, Schroeder going to be your guy for that?
Nah, I'm thinking more of.
I think he can.
They already got some.
They got some beef going on already.
Yeah,
I think Schroeder can, but. I mean, I'm thinking more of Caldwell Pope.
Oh yeah, he for sure.
I'm thinking about Caldwell Pope because he's a little
I'm
feisty.
Not an idiot, right? Like I understand that KD, you can't get in his head, even though he's soft. Like you can get in his head, and he's still going to drop 40 on you.
Right.
I feel like you can maneuver your way into James Harden and Kyrie's head. I think you can start
James Harden, I don't think so right now because he's just on a. I feel like once he steps to the court now, he just does what he wants. Like it doesn't matter what you say.
He's hurt right now, Calvin. He's hurt.
I'm saying when he gets.
He's had hamstring tightness for 3 months.
It's not been 3 months.
No, I think James Harden's a different story, bro. Like, I feel you can say whatever you want to him. He's still going to drop buckets. Now, Kyrie, you can say anything to him. He's going to be like, pack my bags. Like I said, what he did with the Celtics, he saw Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. He started seeing them. He said, oh, shit. Oh, Terry Rozier, he's showing up. Let me go.
Not the bag.
The bag, bro. He's gone. Like I'm telling you. Like
but James Harden disappears in big moments. That's what we've found out over the year.
Yeah, but that's why this team is perfect for him. Because let him disappear. Because you still got the Slim Reaper and you got ankle breakers out there.
Yeah,
it's true. I think they're just going to bully.
Hey, don't sleep on Joe Harris. He's still in the 3 somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Joe Harris for sure strapped. He's that guy you can just sit in the corner. Just stay right there and let us do it. Dish out. money.
I ask this every time, but we're going to do like a little 30-minute recap after every finals game, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we can throw that on.
Right after. Hell yeah. I'm thinking about still doing something for the finals, a little giveaway again. But I just gotta
You
come up with
got
something.
bread.
Nah, just a little bit.
There's nothing really you could do like
Yeah,
you do MVP, but it's either going to be KD or LeBron. So you're just picking who wins.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
That play-in tournament will be fun though.
Yeah,
I forgot that they had that.
Yeah,
they're talking about making it permanent.
They should.
Oh no, I don't think they should.
They need all the help they can get, bro. They need all the help they can get.
I'm just talking about for the players. I think it sucks. Like the top 8 make it to the playoffs, right? Well, it's not fair for 7 and 8 to make it to 7 and 8 during the regular season to then have to play a tournament just to get their 7th or 8th spot back.
No,
that's not fair to them.
It's just the 8 seed they're doing it for.
No, it's 7 through 10.
Is it 7 through 10?
It's 7 through 10.
Well, you should have been 6th.
Bro, no.
Stop resting your players. Play every game like it matters.
Well, those teams that are 7th and 8th, they don't rest their players because they're trying to stay 7th or 8th. It's the teams that are 1 through 5 or 1 through 3 that rest their players. I don't think that's fair. If that's the case, just have the top 10. Just have the top 10 make it to the playoffs and just have an extra round. If you're gonna do that, like
the
that
NBA playoffs are already too long as it is. NBA playoffs never end, bro.
Well,
it's like a month and a half to get through.
Exactly. And then you want to add in a play-in tournament? Here's what you do.
Play-in tournament's a do or die.
You know what? I think they're doing that. I don't think they'll continue it, to be honest, because you got to think about it. They shortened the season, so I feel like they're doing that play-in game to kind of make up a little bit for some people's season. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that I don't think they'll continue to do it because
they're literally voting on it, whether they should keep it or not.
That doesn't make sense, dude. That doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. Because
to me, it doesn't.
If they want to do a play-in thing, here's what they should do then. Just do then. Like Mitch said, they take forever. Well, if you're gonna have here's all you gotta do. How about instead of 82, let's make it 62. So those games become more important. So you don't have the load management BS anymore because you got 20 less games. So the games become a little more important. Then instead of doing this bullshit where, all right, the top 8 make it to the playoffs, then they play. All right, well, kinda. How about this? If you're 7th or 8th, you still got to earn the 7th or 8th spot, even though you earned it regular season. Okay, that makes no sense at all. That's like a big old slap to the face. All right, but then it's like, all right, bet they got to play 7, 8, 9, 10, fight for 7, 8, even though 7th, 8 have already earned it. They fight for it. 7. Instead of doing that, just do all right. From now, instead of doing that, let's just have 1 through 10, 20 less games, 1 through 10, and just have a 20-team playoff bracket. 10 on this side, 10 on this side, and it's just a bigger playoffs. How about we just do
the
that?
The playoffs already last forever, bro.
20 less games, so you're starting it early. So even though it makes it a little bit longer, but in terms of when the playoffs end, you can either push it back to where the season is even shorter now, or you can keep it where it is and just start the tournaments earlier, or drop it to.
So ESPN pays billions of dollars for TV games, and you think ESPN is just going to be happy with 20 less games that they get to air?
Well,
they do dollars for the product.
Here's my thing. If you do 20 less games, the playoffs are longer because they make more money for playoff games than they do for regular TV games. And the playoff games 1 through 10 are still best out of 7.
They aren't making any money as it is. They're getting beat out by AEW wrestling in ratings right now.
Well, that's because of AEW. That's because of COVID and all that.
AEW?
Yeah.
You can't watch basketball?
It's because of COVID.
Well, on TV ratings?
Yeah.
How?
Well, if you want to know the real stat and why people stop watching basketball, it's because all the Black Lives Matter and all the protesting stuff they brought into the game. That's why their ratings dropped. Because it didn't drop. It didn't. I promise you. I've read the articles that ever since that whole protesting and they started kneeling during the national anthem and they started wearing the BLM and all these stuff on their t-shirts. Once that started happening is when their ratings dropped because the people stopped watching it because they were kneeling during the Pledge of Allegiance. We all know how that rocks America's world. Well, that's the main reason why.
I think it's just LeBron fatigue. I mean, yeah, I guess
it's a factor. It's a factor for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I think that I don't know. I think it's just LeBron fatigue, and then it's like the games don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. If you shorten
trying to get traded, and they get traded, like
if you shorten the seasons, the games matter. Longer playoffs mean more because most people that watch NBA, they wait till the playoffs to actually start watching games, right? If you got 20-team tournament, 10 on each side, still games best out of 7. That means 7-game series. You still make up for the loss of the 20 games for the season with 7 games for each round of each series, right? Assuming they go to 7 games. Obviously, if it's a sweep, it's 4. But that's an extra round of a 7-game series. So mathematically speaking, it's almost negligible losing the 20 games because you're adding these series games, whatever. So TV rating wise, in terms of eyes per game, should turn out to be more because those 20 TV games that people don't really watch turn into playoff games, which you'll have more people watching. That'd be a better.
You're not getting more people watching the playoffs either.
But I'm saying more people watch the playoffs than they do regular season games. So just adding those, there are more watched games that you're adding instead of 20 regular season games. Is just all I'm saying. And then money-wise, more people are watching that playoff games than they are regular season. And that just makes more logical sense than a play-in tournament, is all I'm really saying. That'd make more logical sense.
I agree with it. But I still don't think that they're going to make. So I think they got a failing product. I think the mid-season tournament would be a good thing. People aren't watching the shit, man. People just they're not watching the NBA. Now that you're getting it like worldwide. People in America are watching it. You're getting like China loves to watch it, and Europe likes to watch it. But as far as America goes, man, the NFL's king.
Oh, always for sure.
It's gonna be that way forever.
I feel like one of the reasons why NFL is like that is because there isn't like in the NBA, like there's basketball everywhere. Like, yeah, obviously the NBA is a little different, but basketball, there's European leagues and basketball stuff overseas. Basketball's everywhere. So for America, it doesn't seem like our sport. Football, like our football, yeah, you got the Canadian League, I think you have some small overseas leagues, but NFL football, there's nothing like that anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like baseball, where it's almost like football. Like that's our sport.
What I miss?
We're talking about how I think one of the reasons why NFL gets just better TV ratings is because in basketball, there's basketball everywhere. Luka came from European leagues, and like there's European leagues and whatever. But NFL football, there's no other football like that anywhere. And I was like, yeah, you got Canadian league and stuff. But I'm talking about like NFL, there's nothing like that. So I feel like America has like that stronger ties with football than they do basketball.
And two, all of our athletes come from like the States. You know what I'm saying? Like
majority,
yeah. Where like you got superstars in the league to this day, like in NBA, that come from overseas,
Europe, yeah. So it's more international. So America's like, not that they dislike it because it's international, but it's not like, oh, this is our shit. Like this is our shit. It's not. I feel like it doesn't feel like that with basketball to the extent of football.
Football is like that. Like that's like the sport that is just like American breeded sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
America. Sunday night football. Like it's a tradition for a lot of think about America as a whole. Like what do Americans do on Sunday night?
Sunday night play. They sit down and they watching something and eating some food.
They go to church in the morning. If that's what you do, you go to church in the morning. You get
probably hit Chick-fil-A.
Get some good food after church, and then no matter. You got to make sure 7 or 8 o'clock.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A's not open Sunday. Damn.
we get what you said. You get some good food. You get full, sitting on the couch, watching football. And then think about it now. The way the NFL set up now. What are you doing Monday night?
Same thing.
Monday night football. What's Thursday night? Thursday night football. And Monday and Thursday, those are the only football games on. Thursday night.
Yeah.
So people
So
are
you know
watching.
the bar, Buffalo Wild Wings, a little hole in
What?
the walls. You know, people showing up for
Hey,
that.
Pizza Hut, I hated working Thursday nights. Oh my! During the season, Monday and Thursday nights were a shit show.
No good tips.
Everybody, no, they were. I'm just talking about it was crazy hectic. I'd get out. We get out hella late. We have all these dishes because everybody in San Antonio, everybody named Mama. I pull up, I ring the doorbell, open the door, football game's on. Every house I went to, Monday and Thursday night. It's worse than Sunday nights. It's because the only game's on.
That's crazy. That's I can believe that though.
America.
Yo, I got a question. You ever been to a high school football game down there?
No.
Me too.
I know. I need to. It's Friday nights, fam. That's tough.
Well, I'm just saying just for the experience. I'm just saying for the experience because you know the stadiums down there I heard are just crazy.
There's one out here. There's a high school out here. I thought it was like a community college. I was like, oh my God, look at it. High school. I was like, oh my goodness, it's different level. Like their stadium, their football field's a stadium.
I heard Texas schools in general, like what they have inside, like it's just it's damn near like college, like how college like food.
They have so much funding from the state for public schools. So like they just everything, like facilities, resources, sport and all that stuff is just top tier.
That's crazy. God.
So are we ready? We haven't done lunchtime tables and lunch table questions in a minute.
Damn.
Wow.
I haven't even thought of one, to be honest, because we've been skipping out on them.
You know, I still got my sheet of.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't have one either.
I don't have, bro, because we've been skipping out on them. Like I be having these ready. And
look,
then,
y'all
like,
got to get a Google Doc and just.
I need to start writing it down again because I just be thinking on the fly and stuff. So
remember, my list was 60 something. It's down to 32.
Damn.
I want to know what the hell you possibly could have thought about 60 something things.
I mean, I just sat down one day. Look, I budgeted my time. For these 2 hours, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna come up with all these questions I come up with. Now I'm gonna forget what I asked and what I haven't asked.
Mitch, I got a question for you.
We need to get some fan questions in.
What up?
What'd you do to fix the Wi-Fi, bro? Because it has not jumped one time.
I know it hasn't. I'm on a different one.
He said close like this. He ain't moving one, but he's just like this. Just
anything up, bro.
He's on the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
He ain't moving one bit. He ain't moving his shoulders, no nothing.
Not even close.
Oh, I had a good one that I wrote down somewhere. It wasn't on my list. Oh, it was a really good one. I had this for like 2 weeks ago. That's been holding on to.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I thought of one. I was like, oh, I bet. I thought on like Saturday, and I was like, I don't have to write it down. I'll remember it for tomorrow. And it's a day we skipped it. It was a week we skipped it. All right.
I was trying to, I was honestly trying to get Mark on here just to mess with Mitch because I just knew Mark would go in. But I was just like,
that'd be funny.
He was like, nah, I'll spare Mitch for this.
He was making an argument out of nothing. I just said that you protect your quarterback. No. You get the best player on the board. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, dude, like he is a damn good player. Like I know what Mark is saying. I would have done the same thing, to be honest.
They drafted a tackle later though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or yeah. That's what I'd say. Like, it don't have to. Honestly, if it was up to me, if I had to choose, well, it's tough. It gets tough because I get what you're saying. Like you want to protect the quarterback because obviously that was their number one problem last year. That's why he got hurt. Mm-hmm. So you want to get a tackle, but then it's like you get them some weapons, and then you can always draft a tackle later. But you can say you can always draft a receiver later. It's
all types of different stuff.
There's so much that goes into it.
Oh
snap!
What was I gonna say? When is the it slipped my mind. I'll think about it. Once it comes back to my mind, we'll think about it.
All right, I got one for y'all. Have you ever questioned your sanity? If so, why? And by sanity, this could also be like sanity, or you ever like been doing something and you were just like, why the hell am I doing this to myself? Like something like that.
I'll give you a prime example. When I was doing the graduate assistant, when I had to do classroom checks, bro. I was literally sitting up there. It was like,
no.
bro, like I was literally like, I really sat back and thought about this because like when I was doing it, I'm like, all right, bro. I wasn't a student athlete when I went to college, right? I still got my shit done. You know what I'm saying? Second thing, Finis, you can attest this. You can agree with this. Y'all have help. Y'all have tutors. Y'all have mandatory tutoring sessions.
We got resources.
So like y'all got mandatory things that y'all have to show up for. So you guys, regardless if you don't know it or anything, you have somebody regardless that's gonna help you. Like
mandatory
understand
help.
it.
Whether mandatory help or not.
Yeah, exactly. Where I'm an average student and I have to force myself to go to class and everything, like do the assignments and everything with no help unless I go to a tutor that I do on myself. Like I have to set up the appointments and everything. I was sitting up there, I'm like, I'm running around chasing these motherfuckers. Like literally texting them, yo, such and such, you in class? Yeah, go to the class. He ain't in there. Walking across the damn campus, back to like the apartments to find knocking on their door. Yo, is such and such here? No, he's in class. He's not in class. I don't know where he's at. And that happens so frequently. I'm like, bro, why am I? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, these dudes are like 18 to 22-year-olds.
They're grown.
Yes. And
I'm grown men.
I'm sitting up there 25, 24. I'm like, bro, these dudes are 2 years younger than me. Why am I chasing these dudes around? I was just sitting up there. I'm like, I'm sitting up there walking back to the arena. I'm like, bro, why the hell am I doing this? Like, if they fail, that's not on me. It's on them.
Right,
like,
exactly.
I did everything I could do. Like, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. Just like, I can tell you to go to class, but like, if you show up, that's on you, bro. Like, if you don't go to class, bro, you don't play. So, like, why are you really here? So, I think that's how I answer that question.
That's funny. I've been on the other side, not me, because I had to go to class. But it's funny because I've been on the other side from a student athlete point where when I took my general studies classes, I had other football players in my class, and so I always went to class because you know.
I know you went to class. I know you
know what I'm saying? Like
bro.
it's just common sense. I went to class because it's just stress free. So like and I know who the class checker is, right? Because it's a GA. He'd come in, he look at me, not always give him the nod, like what's up, you know. And he
but fine. Not to cut you off, but I would text these dudes the day before, be like, "Hey, bro, like, Coach Shan on your, I'd be like, Coach Shan on your ass, bro. Like, just I'm coming to the class, bro. Just be ready." Like, I give them the heads up, bro. Like, I tried to do everything. I tried to give them the insight. I'm like, yo, bro, like they on you, dude. Like, just go to class. Like, just take a little bit of notes. Like, they on you, dude. I'm giving them the heads up. Don't listen, but continue.
But yeah, he give me the nod, and he get the. I was like, I don't know where they at. That's not my problem, because like something. It gets in college. It's this weird dynamic because in high school, hold everybody accountable. You're kind of like this. It's just weird. When you get to college, it becomes a little more like professional ball. Like in the NFL, if you don't show up for meetings, that's on you. Like there isn't somebody holding your hand. College, it gets a little bit like that because it's in high school, like make sure everybody shows up on time, yada 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 yada. In college, it's like I'm not gonna text this dude. He grown. Like we're grown, college, we're grown. I was like, I'm not finna baby this dude. If he doesn't show up to class, that's on him.
Yeah. I mean, you'll tell him, you'll be like, hey, bro, like,
for sure.
But you're not gonna force it. Like,
right.
It's just
it's like obviously if he's your roommate, it's easy, hey, come on, let's go to class. But like if it's somebody in my DB group and we're in the same class, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be in class and here. I was like, if you want to ride to class, I'm about to go to class, whatever we get at meetings. So, oh no, I'm good. He's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. It's like, all right. I get to class, he not there. I'm not finna be, hey man, where you at? Come on, man. We gotta go. No, bro, you a grown ass man. Because if you don't go to class, it's a strike. At Mizzou, if you miss 2 or 3 classes or late for 2 or 3 classes on Friday nights, this is off season, obviously. On Friday nights or Saturday mornings, you have to be up at the facility at 5 a.m. and you have to study 5 a.m. This is on Saturday morning if you miss whatever. So it's like what's on the other side of that door if you continue to like bullshit. But when they miss and they're in there 5 a.m. on Saturday, they're like, oh man, they have to get me, bro. Like the coaches out here bullshitting, man. I ain't do nothing. I was like 10 minutes late. It's like, fam, the consequences. Just show up. We go from the football facility is right here. All you have to do is walk to this building right here after your meeting. That's it. Show up. You don't have to pay attention. You don't have to take notes. They literally stick in. Are you in here? Yes. Leave. That is it,
bro. And that's the thing that I literally told I shouldn't have said this though, but I was just like, Trey, like you just gotta show up, bro.
Nah,
you got
Trey.
Oh shit! I did well. Fuck it. I don't mean to. Well, whatever.
We don't know his last name.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
it's just you said Trey. You know, it's my brother's name, and he be skipping class. So
Trey, I know Trey be skipping class. I know Trey be
bullshit.
But no, bro, I just be like, dude, like just show up the class. I was just like, the tutors already know the material and everything. They can literally like teach you it. And right. I was like, bro, like you're not a dumb dude. Like you pick up on stuff really easily. Like I was like, dude, it's simple stuff. I was like, I'll even help you. Like, but no, bro,
you're a great guy because I'm for sure as hell ain't doing that.
I don't know, bro.
But passing the torch to Mitch because we just talk for hellas. But
my fault. We did.
I'm really struggling to find a time that I've like questioned my sanity.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, working in the restaurant industry, you'll do that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's just the environment.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, that's the best thing I can think of. It's just
all right. Give us a good story, Mitch. All right, come on.
I
want something.
I can go off on the restaurant industry for so long. So
I got time.
When people would come in for all right, I got one. I'll give you 2 stories. One's a little bit more long-winded. So when people would come in and they would be with 15 people and they didn't have a reservation, it would drive me insane. And it doesn't drive me insane because like they're coming in and eating and like we got to find a table for them or anything like that. But it's like I have never once in my life been with a group of 15 people and not known about 6 days ahead that I was going to be with a group of 15 people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just walking around and then like all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, there's a lot of us now. And like I don't understand that, man. Like if you're going to be with that many people, ahead of time.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
You're going to be with that many people. The second one, all right. So I worked at a Brazilian steakhouse. So basically, if you're not familiar with it, they bring meats around to the table, like steak and stuff like that, and they get sliced.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, they get sliced at your table, and there's a big salad bar. And so basically, it was a Tuesday. It was 11:30 in the morning. Some guy comes in for lunch. Big dude, probably about 350. Sits down, starts eating or whatnot, and I wasn't working as a server. I was a manager at this point, and it's 11:30 on a Tuesday at a place that costs like $27 a plate to eat. So it's like nobody's really there. So he's one of the only guys.
Is that in chat? You said Rhodesia Grill?
Yeah, this was in chat.
Do they have one in Nashville?
Yeah, they do.
I need to hit that up. But
yeah, you go up there. It's good food. You should have went. Could have got you half off if you went with me in chat. But anyways, we go to we sit down or whatnot, or he sits down. Big dude, about 350. You get a lot of big people that would go to those restaurants because they can eat as much as they want to, right? So this guy's 350. It's kind of weird. So the server goes up, does her thing or whatnot. I'm doing something, I don't know, probably doing inventory on the liquor or something. And she's like, I can't serve this guy anymore. I'm like, what do you mean? And sure as shit, this dude was taking his food and he was eating it, but he wasn't swallowing it. And he was making it into little balls of meat and then stacking them on the plate like in neat little rows. And I was like, first I thought she was lying. I was like, there's no way they're doing this. Like no like sane human being would walk in here and do this. And I have a strong stomach. Like I can see stuff. Like I don't get queasy about stuff. Like
right.
I'm right.
But
so no, like you're kidding. Like she's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not going to get that plate of food. I was like, there's just no way. I thought that she was bullshit. And sure as shit, walk up to that table and then single file rows, just little balls of chewed up meat.
That's nasty.
And when I grabbed it to go and I went back to the kitchen to like throw it away or whatnot, like I had to go walk outside because I couldn't keep my stomach down. I was like, I'm legitimately gonna throw up over this.
Mouth started watering.
Oh man.
That is like, so did you guys ask him to leave? Like what was the next?
No, he wasn't doing anything wrong.
It was just weird.
He's just weird.
Bro.
You gotta serve.
That's not illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, you mean his money spends just as good as everybody else's. So
you're right, but oh my God. I don't know if I can stomach that. I don't know.
It was disgusting. So yeah, you get into those situations and you're sitting there and you're like, is the money really worth what I'm doing right now?
Did he leave a good tip at least?
I can't remember. Probably not. If we're being honest. Some of the morning people never left good tips.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, not hilarious that happened to you, but just hilarious.
Oh, it's funny looking back at it. That shit's funny as fuck. What are you talking about? Just like neat little, like it's almost like a tic-tac-toe like row. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like it was organized. It wasn't like that they were just scattered. It was fucking
He had to be playing a joke on somebody because, like, I guarantee you never saw him again.
No, he was a weird dude. You can tell. He's a big dude, weird dude. You talk to him, he wasn't all there, and it's just yeah. So that's my question about sanity.
I think I got two. One is Pizza Hut. So at Pizza Hut, I was kind of that guy that did everything just because I didn't really care. Like I was there to make money. Like, people, everybody knows that guy that goes to work and they complain about work. It's like, just quit. All they do is complain at work. Well, I'm like that guy that I go to work to make money. That's it. So like, I'll do whatever is needed for me to make my money. Right. So I usually get stuck and I do it's funny. My manager told me I always did the dirty work because I was the only one that would do it right the first time because I didn't want to have to do it again. So I remember one time I'm scraping the grossest gunk I've ever seen in my entire life out the greaser. I'm under the sink. I'm under the washer. I'm scraping like parts of the store that has never been cleaned in like 20 years.
Oh.
And I'm just like, for a split second, I'm just like, like I'm smelling all these smells. I'm like, what am I doing? I have a bachelor's in physics and astronomy. What am I doing? And then it's fun. I would think that to myself every night until they paid me at the end of the night. I was like, this is why I do it. I go home with some paper, but that's just a quick one. One of the biggest ones, really got three, but I'm gonna just do this other one. Because I was gonna do a football one, but we know why I was doing that because free education. But so I had just moved out here, and it was the semester. So semester I was done with football. Like I officially retired after my pro day or whatever. And so I come out here and I get a membership to a gym, and I'm done with football. So I'm just kind of like, all right, what am I going to train for? Because I'm so used to training during season it was for season, off season it was for our off season. After I was done with football, it was for pro day. I trained for like a whole semester of pro day. Now it's like, what am I training for? So I made this program, and I was like, all right, what am I going to go work out? So I was just like, I didn't know anybody. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get up at 4:30 in the morning to go work out at the gym. So I was getting up at 4:15, 4:30, be at the gym by 5. They open up right at 5. I'd be at the gym at 5 and I'd do my workout. Now I remember one time I woke up at 4:15. I was like, Finis, why are you doing this? There's not a coach making you go up to this gym. Like, there's no repercussions if I don't go. I was like, you don't do anything in the afternoon. Why are you waking up at 4:30? I was like, why am I waking up at 4:30? It's almost a sense like it seems like in football, like in sports, there's always this like, he gets up at 5 a.m. to get shots in, or he gets up so early to work out. I was like, it doesn't have to be early in the morning. Like you can get extra work in. It don't have to be at the butt crack of dawn. So I was like, and then after like class, I didn't do anything after. I would just sit around. So I was like, fam, just work out in the afternoon. I was like, what are you doing? Because I woke up, I was so tired. Because it's like I woke up Monday through Friday at 4:15. And it was like a Friday after a bunch of days of waking up early. And I stayed up a little bit early because I couldn't sleep. So I woke up at 4:15. I was like, oh, this ain't it. And so after that, I just started working out at like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, you don't have to kill yourself. That's just a small one. I was just like, what are you doing? Like nobody's telling you to get up this early. But yeah.
It be like that sometimes. You just
I just felt like I was getting something accomplished because I was like getting my work in while everybody was asleep, like whatever. But I've being in the fitness industry so long, as long as you're smell like something's burning. As long
you sure you got the oven on?
No,
you got the oven on?
No, it might be next door. But
hey man, you might want to go check on them because that's gonna seep over to your crib.
Something. I got insurance. But yeah, extra work is extra work. So, just because somebody's getting their work in at 5 a.m., as long as you get yours in at some point that day, it's still work. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's say Calvin, me and you are doing like a program together, like virtually, and you get up and do yours at 5 a.m. and I do mine at 7 p.m. We both did the program that day. We both got just as better because we did the same program. The only difference is you just got up butt crack of dawn, maybe because that fits your schedule. And 6 works for me. Like, there's not a competition of who does the work first, as long as we both get it done. You know, so it's like there's no need. Like, people get so wrapped up and like, oh, I got to get up before the next person. The early bird gets the worm. There's more than one worm in this world. That's not the only worm out there. Now, if it was, now I'm gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's not the only worm out there. There's plenty of worms out there. Shit, that worm thought he was gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna get up. What did he do? He got eaten.
That's how the game go, bro.
Yeah,
that's how the game go.
But that was a good one. Gotta get ready to get these chiles. We're gonna hit up we're gonna hit up Zaxby's Saturday.
And you gonna try some Zax sauce.
Why would we go to Zaxby's for lunch?
Y'all have never been to Zaxby's for lunch?
No. I mean, he's just saying
lunch, it's a lunch. You coming back? We go to an actual restaurant.
Oh, we can do whatever.
We got a Chili's in Spring Hill now. We can go there if you want.
For real?
Yeah. Where O'Charlie's used to be.
Off of the crossings?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's went out?
Yeah. They tore that shit down.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, what happened to Applebee's, bro?
Oh, that was out. I knew that was out forever ago.
Yeah.
I was the only one I was the only customer they had damn near. I went every Thursday.
I mean, bro, we used to go back there in high school.
Yeah, every Thursday. Half price apps after 9. I'm already knowing. I don't know, man. Bro, for real. I smell something, bro. Somebody's cooking something outside, I guess.
Somebody is letting that meat burn.
Yeah, we can go to Chile, so I get my wings.
Get my honey chipotle crispers.
I'm gonna get my
them things be hidden.
Yeah,
I think I might mess with the burger bites.
So let's get these damn outros.
All right, I'm about to. Yeah, I got to order my chilies too. All right, but this is episode 37. Ooh, we get close to the 40, 50 mark.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hit y'all's outros. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we log off?
Mayo, Chick-fil-A sauce, and Zax sauce.
Yeah, you'll be throwing up just like Mitch was at that restaurant.
Do what you got to do, man, and stay out the way. Y'all know.
Man, y'all heard it here. Go Spurs, go. San Antonio will be live. I will be in town. I'm talking as if I'm like going on tour. I'll be in Nashville Friday, May 7th through the 9th. Get your tickets now. No, I'm bullshitting. But we appreciate y'all for listening. It's Garden 615. We are out. Deuces.
Titans are trash at drafting.
No, we can't. No, we can't do like that.
He did it. I'm out here.
Go Tits.
Even if I touch a meal and do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life won't get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed